Good evening, this is the Oscar expert here with Brother Bro, and we're gonna do our first Best Actor predictions of the year. We tried to put together a top 5, but this year is looking pretty competitive as it is, so that's been difficult to do, but we'll let you know what we're thinking.
Do we have a front runner, Cole? Is there one person we could see winning this award?
We don't have a front runner, but I think the person who's most likely to be nominated is DiCaprio at this point, so I guess I would put him at number 1 for that reason.
Who doesn't want to cast their vote for fun, good old DiCaprio?
He's just nomination worthy, and he's just gonna get another nomination.
Can't resist him.
But he's not winning. You just don't feel it in your gut. He's just not gonna win for it. We've got Antonio Banderas for Pain and Glory, who I think is looking pretty likely for this nomination. This studio is gonna campaign the shit out of him.
I can't wait to see his performance in this movie. I think he's going to be amazing. I think everybody who is an Almodovar fan, who is a fan of his work, who can sit through a foreign film, are all going to want to nominate him for this award. And the Academy Awards are very good with putting in actors from foreign films. He already has hype. I think he's almost a lock. Dare I say it? Dare I say that he is a lock in a crowded field?
Hell, Justin, I can see people voting for him without having seen the movie because they heard he's so good and Banderas hasn't been nominated. He's so overdue.
He's also playing the director in a kind of 8.5 way. I really hope he gets nominated.
Everyone's going to be like, I heard Antonio Banderas is in a foreign movie and he's getting nominated. I'm not going to see it and I don't know what it is, but I don't care. Taron Egerton for Rocket Man. He's looking pretty solid at this point. Everybody is just saying that he nailed this performance as Elton John. And there's not really a whole lot more you need to say about it. The movie might have a little trouble lasting hype-wise till the end of the year. Maybe it doesn't get in Best Picture. But Taron Egerton could overcome that and just stay in the race. But also, I think he is vulnerable considering how crowded this category seems to be. And if all these contenders meet expectations, he could be in trouble.
The next one I would do is De Niro. Well, I mean, he's in The Irishman this year. He hasn't been leading in any significant movies in maybe decades. I mean, his most memorable roles as of recently is Meet the Fockers and Silver Linings Playbook. So he hasn't done anything like this in a long, long time.
I mean, he's back with Martin Scorsese. They were the dream team. We know he's going to be great in the movie. It's really just a matter of the CGI. Like, if the CGI is somehow less than utterly convincing with the de-aging, it could hurt his performance.
Also, is he just old manning it?
Robert De Niro,
he just kind of lost.
No, we heard his voice. We heard his voice in that teaser, and
I heard you paint houses.
He still has a great voice.
I'm not really being unique though, so you're just kind of gonna nominate me for being Robert De Niro.
Or nominate him for being Robert De Niro. They will.
I think they might.
Number 5 on here, I have Daniel Kaluuya for Queen and Slim. Everyone wants to nominate him more.
Well, I think it's
so excited.
I don't think it's just that.
His future work.
I think it's that he's also undeniably amazing in everything.
Yeah, and he's going to be amazing in this movie where he is the lead, and it's going to be an exciting movie that could be an Oscar consideration. So I think that he will get nominated for that movie.
Yeah, I mean, if the movie gets nominated, I don't know why he wouldn't. But in this spot, I would actually put above him Eddie Murphy for Dolomite Is My Name, because he is breaking his routine of playing weird, quirky comedy characters to come and play a real-life
quirky comedy character
comedian. Rudy Ray Moore, don't know who that is, but these are the facts. Eddie Murphy is going to do an excellent job here.
This is probably going to be a hell of a comeback for Eddie Murphy. This is the director of Hustle and Flow, which is a movie that got Terrence Howard nominated.
It's a Netflix movie, though.
It's a Netflix movie, so it's really going to have to
I don't know what caliber
stand
it is.
out. Everybody's going to see him, because it's on Netflix. Everyone's going to see this Eddie Murphy performance. It's really excellent. And he'd get a lot of buzz from it. Being on Netflix, maybe the movie doesn't have that prestige quality, but, if everybody's seeing Eddie Murphy give this amazing comeback performance, and that's a narrative right there.
My opinion is that when we see the trailer for this movie, we'll know if he's going to get nominated or not. Or if he's just goofing around. And, this is Zac Efron in extremely shockingly wicked, vilely.
Yeah, but
so this movie can't really be fine. I think it has to win some folks over.
He was Donkey.
Donkey.
We got Tom Hanks in A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. It's hard not to put him on the top 5 as well, because he hasn't been nominated since Castaway. And it's not because he hasn't given great performances. He's been snubbed a couple times.
Captain Phillips.
Captain
big
Phillips,
snub.
namely.
Big snub.
What does he have to do to get a nomination this time? Well, I'll tell you
Change
what he
his
has to do. He has to
accent.
change his accent. Because remember when he played Walt Disney in Saving Mr. Banks? He was even campaigning and supporting. He did not get nominated because he was just kind of playing Tom Hanks playing Disney. With Mr. Rogers, he's really got to do like, won't you be my neighbor? If he's just
He has to
like,
transform
well, I'm
a
Mr.
little
Rogers, thank you, very nice to meet you.
Howdy, partner,
Work.
Mr. Rogers. I'm a rootin' tootin' cowboy. Mr. Like, he's just playing, he's just doing Woody when he's Mr. Rogers.
Yeah.
I honestly don't think he's gonna. I think he's just gonna be like,
I don't know.
won't you be my neighbor? He's still gonna, melt your heart. I think to get a nomination, he needs to stand out. He can't just be playing Captain Sully again.
Whoa, sorry to interrupt the video, folks. Tom Hanks may not be lead after all. We probably should have said this. Matthew Rhys is playing the protagonist in this movie, actor from The Americans. We'll see how they campaign the two or how much screen time Hanks is really getting in this movie, but I think it might be a Foxcatcher deal where they campaign him in lead despite not being the protagonist.
We got Dev Patel for the personal history of David Copperfield. Dev Patel's pretty high on here because I think that if this movie is a big contender, he could get some serious nomination consideration here.
He was amazing in Lion. I think he's a really charismatic guy. Yeah, if the movie's good, he could be really funny and like kind of perfect in the role. But I don't know, he could also be one of those protagonists who's like understated.
Yeah, that's
maybe
true.
maybe there's quirky side characters all around him, like Tilda Swinton's playing like 3 separate supporting characters, and then there's him in the
That's
middle,
scary.
kind of being like, "Oh, what is going on? I don't understand what's going on." And then he doesn't get nominated because he's just, who are you? You get Matt Damon in
Matt
Ford
Damon's-
vs assuming assuming that Christian Bale is supporting, which it seems that he will be.
Christian Bale will probably steal some of Matt Damon's thunder in that movie and be the standout performance.
Off
Did
each
we
other.
see anything from the trailer that led us to believe that he's going to be like nomination worthy?
No, but
personally
I didn't see
think
that in The
so.
Martian either.
I think he's sure. I see him being like a Mark Wahlberg in The Fighter.
Yeah,
even less so.
possibly.
And also that movie is just kind of like action oriented in a way. I don't know if he's going to go like deeper than other performances that he's done.
I think he's gonna have a scene where he like gets mad, like, you insulting my family in front of my kids, in front of my wife. I mean, he
one-man
could be a
show.
lot of fun here though. Like, think about Leonardo DiCaprio in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah, but does it look like that from the trailer? Not really. Adam Driver in The Report got a lot of buzz out of Sundance. Some people started predicting him for Best Actor. I think his hype's going to go down with the movie when people start calling it dry and not that memorable, even though it's going to be a solid movie. Joaquin Phoenix in Joker.
he's transforming himself.
What do we know about Joaquin Phoenix? He takes roles because he really cares about them. He's always fantastic. He's been great in so many movies as of late.
This is a really interesting role
This
for
looks
him.
like a really interesting role. He's doing so much with this character. He's bringing so much to it. A character that we've seen before.
He's gonna have his own unique spin on it.
There's a lot working against this movie, though. I mean, let's be honest. Todd Phillips, who's best.
I don't
movie
think
is
that's
The
working
Hangover.
against him, though.
It's just that we don't know that this.
Because we don't know
could
what
be,
he
like, a
has up
great
his sleeve. I
movie.
think he might have a lot up his sleeve.
I predicted this movie is going to be good, not a masterpiece, not an amazing movie. And I think that Joaquin Phoenix could be easily overlooked as playing a comic book character and not get the Best Actor nomination. But if he's like really fucking good, maybe they have to nominate him.
My opinion, Cole, is that he literally might be doing Jake Gyllenhaal and Nightcrawler shit, and they're still not going to nominate him just because of the type of performance that it is. I think the movie's going to be really good. I think he's going to be amazing in it. Amazing. He's just got an upward climb.
We got Anthony Hopkins in The Pope. This movie's coming to Netflix. It's the director of City of God and The Constant Gardener. It's Anthony Hopkins, but he's old as fuck now, and he hasn't really been nominated for much. Kind of got a little Hitchcock buzz, but that didn't even land. So we don't know where this movie's going to stand. It might not even be a good movie. We
That's the
just don't
problem,
know.
is Could
That's the problem.
this just be a bad movie?
But it really has to hit all the marks, and we just are completely unsure if it's going to do any of the marks. Ian McKellen in The Good Liar. This is a drama where he is up against Helen Mirren. Ian McKellen is kind of this veteran actor playing that, he's
Who
got that
hasn't won an
narrative going
Oscar.
for him. He hasn't won an Oscar. It could be a really meaty role for him, and I'm hearing some buzz around him, so you can't count that out. You got Edward Norton in Motherless Brooklyn, which is a movie that he is directing. So he basically gave himself the role of a detective with Tourette's. There's something about that that's Oscar baity.
There's also
Disability. He's not directing himself so that he can give a whatever performance.
There's
but-
also something about it that is like a little forced, or like I don't know if I could see him being amazing in it. I also don't see this movie as being amazing. I mean, is this really going to be like a breakout hit movie? Like Edward Norton just strikes gold making like a period drama about a detective, like a neo-noir? I mean, I don't really see it.
Mark Ruffalo in Todd Haynes' new movie. One thing that Todd Haynes movies do really well is give actors meaty performances. Putting Mark Ruffalo in front of the camera in Todd Haynes' movie, obviously going to showcase him, but will this be like another Carol? Zac Efron, Extremely Wicked? Don't even bother with that one. Don't even bother with it. Take him off your list. I kiss him goodbye, say maybe another time.
Ansel Elgort in Goldfinch. I'm honestly thinking like Jack O'Connell in Unbroken, where it's like very good, young actor, but he's just
But
not like...
I don't even see him in the trailer. I'm not even seeing him that much. I'm seeing the kid actors being really prominent, and he's not in it that much.
He just kind of has like a face. He doesn't have a lot of expressions. He just kind of like drools a little bit.
He's gonna be good. Maybe they'll campaign him in supporting like Dev Patel and Lion.
Like you want to just put a binky in his mouth.
He's
when you
just
see
not
him.
getting nominated for lead actor. Maybe supporting if they want to do that. Defoe for The Lighthouse. Buzz around him, buzz around
For
Pattinson.
sure, for sure.
Defoe's probably going to take lead campaigning because he's just well known. He's been nominated 4 times. Probably just not going to get him nominated. It just is going to be
Purely
a little
because the movie
obscure
is
as a movie.
obscure.
That's our rundown of the Best Actor 2020 contenders.
All right, Cole, who's gonna win?
I don't know what to say to you. We couldn't even decide on a number 1 at the start of this video.
What if Banderas wins?
I don't think he's gonna like win. Like I don't think that he gave like a Marion Cotillard, La Vie en Rose performance. But interesting that we have like we don't see any of these people being the front runner right now. If you were in a movie and you were the best actor, who would you be playing?